want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Ha, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders which rule Great Millstone Wow, and Shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. May you endure into the end. Shalom and Abba Babal. Alright, so today is Thursday, October 6th, 2022. The year the Lord is turning it up. And He is definitely doing that. Today, OPEC, alright, just lessen the amount of oil, of gas pretty much, because that oil goes to where you'll get gas from. Alright, so as you can see on the top stories, CNBC, OPEC to cut oil production by 2 million barrels per day to shore up prices, defying U.S. Alright, because we're already paying historical prices. Alright, and now they said it's going to go up to $12 a gallon. The truckers, even the companies, alright, that pay for the truckers' fuel, diesel, which is more expensive than your regular gas, they already said that $8 is the cutoff. Once diesel hits $8, your semi-trucks run no more. The trains are going to stop. Alright? Which means you're not going to have no more Walmarts. You're not going to have no more King Supers. No more Safeways. No more McDonald's. Because the way that they get their product to these stores is by diesel. Which they need oil. Which they add chemicals and process it to get gas and diesel. Alright, so this is a major blow to the United States of America, which is the whore that rides the beast. Alright, the whore, America, Babylon the Great, who are to be destroyed. Alright, these things are happening because the Lord is doing it. Let me go ahead and get that right away. In Isaiah 14. Alright. So you have the prophets, the pangs, the messengers of sorrow, and you have the actual sorrows taking place right before your eyes. We've been warning you through the Holy Spirit that there was going to be famines, pestilence. Alright, this red devil, the so-called white man, he's about to come down with great wrath because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. This is the end of the so-called white man supremacy. Alright? And it's going to end with America being destroyed. And the so-called white man going into slavery and the rest of the nations under the Israelites. The Israelites are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians which have been scattered throughout the world in slavery. Alright? So in Isaiah 14 verse 1, for Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. And that's what's about to happen. We're about to be set up in our homeland, Israel, which right now a bastard occupies, fulfilling prophecy. It says, and will yet choose Israel, Yasha Allah, the princes of power, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them. So the ones that don't know they're Israelites are going to see this truth more and more and actually see us in our power, in our glory, in the name of Yahweh Ba'asham, Yahushai, and they're going to be willing. Because see, they're going to be seeking answers. Why are these things happening? And the only ones that have answers are the Israelites that are in the truth, which starts with Great Millstone. Alright? It says, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. So they're going to hear what we're saying through the holy word of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, and it's going to register with them because they're preordained to be saved. 1/3 in America, the nation of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, which are gonna even look like the other nations. All right, you got. It says the scriptures that it says a spotted bird, meaning a bird of different colors. You got Israelites that look like all the nations. You got Israelites that go back to Judah, the so-called Negroes, but in fact look like so-called Caucasians. See? So you can't judge by the flesh, you got to judge by the spirit. And if you're an Israelite, you're going to understand and you're going to cleave to the truth that is in this Bible, which is prophetic. You got history, which is historical, because these prophecies have been fulfilled. And then you got prophetic, you still got events that are still prophetic and they still have to take place. There's still prophecy, open prophecy still. All right, which will be fulfilled. Like the MOTB, the implantable microchip, which they're going to make mandatory for you to buy and sell. This is a major move to bringing you into that MOTB. Because, see, they're going to bring chaos, all right? Yahweh Ba'asham, Yahushua has given this so-called white man the power to take peace from the earth, which is in Revelation 6. He is the rider of the red horse. And he comes with death, destruction, all right? But after he fulfills his purpose, he's going to be moved out of the way. He's going to be made extinct. All right, but right now, this devil, he's the sword. All right? So Israel's going to cleave to the house of Jacob, the ones that are to be saved. The 2/3 are going to cleave to Esau, the so-called white man, and be deceived. And they're going to take that MOTB or worship the image of the beast, just wanting this place to continue. And they're going to be left behind here to die in the nuclear destruction that's going to happen to America. That's why at the same time that they're getting rid of the fiat currency and going digital, you got the rumors of wars. All right? Because after they make that MOTB mandatory worldwide for buying and selling, persecuting the saints, all right, nuclear missiles are going to fly and fall upon their heads. All right, America is going to be obliterated and never be again. It's going to be like a scar on the earth, which will be a monument to the righteous judgment of Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai. All right, it says, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, which we're going to gather up the elite, all right, that survived because they go to their bunkers. Like today, they were saying that Putin went to his bunker. Now, if he's an Edomite or any other nation than an Israelite, all right, he's pretty much gonna be gathered into slavery because he's gonna survive hiding in the bunkers. All right, any heathen that is hiding in the bunkers, they're gonna be gathered and enslaved. But anyone that's in America, I don't give a fuck if you're 2 miles down, 5 miles down, 100 miles down, America's gonna get hit by 200 million nuclear missiles. Literally, the earth is gonna be moved for the Lord when he returns. And that's even prophesied in this chapter. All right? It says, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord, Yahweh, for servants and handmaids, which we're going to have them for slaves. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. And if you ain't understanding the oppression that we speak of, you're fucking retarded. Look at this oppression. Who's going to be affected by rising gas prices if it ain't the poor? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. All right? And if you're under the curses, that's because most likely you're an Israelite. Alright? But you got heathen now starting to suffer curses too, though. Because the Lord said he would actually take the curses off of us and put them upon our enemy. Alright? But we were under the curses of Deuteronomy 28 because we sinned against our power. But now that we have returned to our power, we're at the end of this. Alright? Lamentations 4, verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom. Edom is the so-called white man, which they're really red. And that's what Edom means, red. Alright? And they're rejoicing because they think they're going to fulfill their wet dream of bringing forth this new world order. But it's going to fail because the Lord is going to destroy them. He's going to send his son, Yahushai, that dwelleth in the land of Uz. Uz is America. The cup also shall pass through unto thee, which Esau's going to go into slavery. And this land that we are in will be destroyed. It says, the cup also shall pass through unto thee, thou shalt be drunken, and shalt make thyself naked. Which they're drunk on their pride. Alright? And they're becoming naked because their shame is being shown. Verse 22, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. Talking about the Israelites that are in the truth, starting with the elect. 144,000 men of each of the 12 tribes of Israel. 12,000 out of each of the 12 tribes of Israel, equaling 144,000. All in the spirit of Yahushai. It says, he will no more carry thee away into captivity. So even though Esau has these wet dreams of re-enslaving us with his MOTB, it ain't going to come to pass. He's going to be disappointed. And that's what made me laugh. Biden said he was disappointed at this right here. It says, inside the White House, failed effort to dissuade OPEC from cutting oil production to avoid a total, let's see what it says, a total disaster. And you got to remember, Biden supposedly just dumped all the reservations of oil that the Americans had. Alright? So see, the Lord's he's disappointing them, and he's about to majorly disappoint them because their own weapon of mass destruction that was given to them, that great sword, alright, is going to fall upon their kingdom, upon their head. And they're going to be given over to us as slaves. It says, he will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. Because you got the prophets, and we're the witnesses. And as we testify of Yahushai, more and more evidence of the son of perdition being the so-called white man is revealed. The red devil the Bible speaks of. Alright, and that's why they persecute us. Because we have the truth and nothing but the truth. Alright? Now, going back to Isaiah 14, it says in the 3, and it shall come to pass in the day that Yahweh shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, because America is not our rest. Alright? I see people come here from different countries and they become slaves. I'm working with possibly a tear from a different country, and he was telling me he might as well just go back home, because with the little bit he had, he was able to just to relax, eat, drink his liquor, and just chill, not worry about nothing. But he comes here and it's very expensive, and the pay, even though the dollar so-called overranks these other currencies, it's low at the price that they charge us to live in Babylon. So he was saying, man, if it's like this, I might as well just go back and relax in my own land. See? Because America is pretty much corrupted all the way through. Just like Rome before it fell. Even the money was destroyed before Rome fell. That's why the military, they had a hell of a time keeping their military together, because they couldn't even give their military enough to survive. Just like right now, you can look it up. A lot of soldiers of the United States military is on fucking welfare. They're going to food banks and shit. I saw documentaries about this. So how the fuck are you gonna draft these people when they see that you're starving them in the homeland, and then you're gonna send them far for war? So you're gonna have sedition. That 2 Ezra 15 is coming, in full effect, live and in color. All right. It says, and from thy fear, which the so-called white man terrorizes us, and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve, which the so-called white man has enslaved us, and has sold us to the other nations, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, which, which in your mind you would think Biden, which he represents that, but he's nothing more than a meat puppet for the Illuminati. All right, he's the glove. They got their hand up his ass, and they're using him as a puppet. All right, and just for everyone to think that he's ruling the world, when in fact it's the banks. All right, what you call the so-called Illuminati. All right, thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon. So we're talking to you Rothschilds, you Rockefellers, all right, all you elite, all right? We know you watch the videos. We know you study us and listen to the words of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai and witness power at the destruction of your kingdom and your entire motherfucking race. And say, how have the oppressors ceased? The golden city ceased. Why are these things happening to your kingdom? Because the Lord Yahweh Ba'asham, in the name of his son Yahushai, is against you cowards. All right? And I know that Esau is a murdering devil, but I believe a lot of these things that are killing people are plagues that are upon the earth at the hand of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, not even coming through the white man. There's plagues that the Lord uses the white man to do, but he's not white. Let me correct myself. That's a red, filthy pig, a fucking devil, a cross-dressing, animal molesting, child raping piece of shit. He's not white. White means innocent and pure. So they are not white. I stand corrected. They are red. Edom. All right? These devils, all right, they have how to pay. Verse 5. Yahweh hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepters of the, it says, and the scepter of the rulers. All right? So he broke America. The Lord is doing this. He's ending this so-called white man because they want to kill us. They want to slaughter us. They're going to make that MOTB mandatory. And if you take that, which they're going to make it mandatory for you to have it so you could live. And if you don't have it, all right, you could possibly be killed, or you will be cut off from society to be left to, starve, or to gangs that they allowed to roam their kingdom, to destroy. All right? So the Lord is going to deliver us from this slaughter, but 2/3 of our people are going to get caught up in it, and they're going to be destroyed. But they're going to be reincarnated back through the loins of the elect. They're going to be the sons and daughters of the elect men of the nation of Israel that endure faithfully until Yahushai either takes them out or returns, and delivers them. But we're here to prophesy the downfall of the so-called white man Alright, the so-called white man, really red, the filthy fucking caveman, Esau, Edom. Alright, you're going into slavery, and the other nations as well. Alright, I'll just end it with this one, because I was going to one more script, but the Spirit just got me thinking of this one right now. In, what was it, 2nd Ezra 16, verse 1. Woe be unto thee, Babylon. Babylon is America. Woe unto you. That is the prophecy in the Holy Scriptures. You are going to be destroyed. The prophecy is 200 million nuclear missiles after the MOTB is made mandatory. Alright, at the coming of our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shai, America is going to be turned into a desert. And Asia. Asia is not a country, it is a continent. Alright, pertaining to the land of Israel. Which you have bastards in our homeland. You have the heathen, even Ham. Because our homeland is not just what you know as Israel today, under these Israeli counterfeits, but in fact, it is that whole land. Really, the whole world. But that is like Holy Land. Alright? You got the Arabs, you got the Edomites, you got the Moabites, you got the Ammonites, you got the Hamites, all up in our land, defiling our land. So the Lord is going to burn you in that land. And all you soldiers that go over in that land to fight against Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and the angels, you're going to die in that land. And you're going to burn in that land by the so-called UFOs, the chariots. We're warning you of your destruction so that when it happens, the Lord will let you know that a prophet was amongst you. Alright, because you're going to have the Israelites also in that fire, because you got Israelites scattered amongst all the nations, living like the heathen, even if they look like the Israelite description. It says, woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Alright? So America and that land, which you know as the Middle East, which the counterfeits occupy, all this is going to be burnt up. And that's why the earth is going to rock to and fro like a drunkard. Alright? And this is why the Lord is going to deliver us at the same time. Alright? It's good news to us, but it's bad news to everybody else. All praises and glory to Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Ha Rakah Kodash. Double honors unto our apostles and elders which rule Great Millstone well. And shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. May you endure into the end. Shalom and above all.